It's been all about Trump's tariffs, the ongoing trade war between the US and China. But when you really look into it, this type of news, any type of news, is just background noise. It's all about global liquidity. So I'm going to tell you how you can use the global M2 money supply to help you take profits in 2025. This is what it's all about this year for me. First off, we're going to look at the news to see what's been going on over the last 24 hours. I'll be telling you the data I'm going to be using to help me take profit over the next few months. Then we're going to focus in on the global M2 money supply to help you to take profit. Then we're going to move on to my latest exit strategy with a few price predictions thrown in. The exit strategy that I've probably given too much thought to over the last few months. And to finish, I'm going to be telling you how I can use my 8 years experience to help you win in crypto. So, the news, what's been going on? Benchmark targets 33% gain for Coinbase stock as crypto approaches end of air pocket on regulatory clarity. As the regulatory air pocket weighing on the crypto industry potentially nears its end, Benchmark sees Coinbase as well positioned to benefit. The investment banking and financial services firm has initiated coverage on Coin, setting a $252 price target based on a 21x multiple of projected 2026 earnings per share, implying a 33% upside. So good news for anyone holding Coinbase stock. Moving on. Bitcoin holders back in profit as new capital enters the market. Is $100,000 Bitcoin price next? Well, I haven't got a crystal ball, but I'm hoping it is. Key takeaways: Bitcoin short-term holders are back in profit, increasing chances for a rally to $100,000. Long-term holders added 363,000 Bitcoin since February, with new buys injecting capital in April. Bitcoin sell pressure risk exists at $97,000, where 392,000 BTC could be sold. So as you've seen lately over the last few days, Bitcoin has jumped from around $86,000 up to $94,000. Sol Strategy stock jumps 25% following $500 million raise to buy more Solana. Sol Strategies, an investment firm listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange, has secured a $500 million convertible note facility to buy more Solana, adding fuel to the growing institutional interest in the cryptocurrency. So good news for Solana investors like me. Following the announcement, its shares under ticker HODL surged 25% following closing Wednesday's session, according to Google Finance data. The agreement made with New York-based investment firm ATW Partners is said to be a first of its kind and the largest financing facility in the Solana ecosystem, adding to the company's Wednesday's announcement. We are doubling down on our conviction in Solana and our commitment to being the leading institutional staking platform, Sol Strategies CEO Leah Wald said. So that's about it for the news, what I've been looking at. Now on to the data I'll be using to help me to take profits. So first, I'll be looking at the global M2 money supply, which we're going to get to in a minute. This is what's really important. Then ISM manufacturing index. This is also important. Then it's market emotions. And mainly I'll look at the fear and greed index. Then technical analysis. Now I use things like SMA, simple moving average, RSI, relative strength index, among other things, just to see the overall direction of the market. Then it's about Bitcoin dominance. Now, as I keep saying on this channel, I want the Bitcoin dominance to fall from around 63, 64% down to 50% or even lower. Then we know altcoin season has started. Then others dominance. Then it's about keeping up to date with what's going on. Now I use X and YouTube, and I'm also reading articles on TradingView, Cointelegraph, things like that. And finally, I'm seeing if retail are back. Am I getting messages from friends and family, what to buy, when to sell, etc. Now this is the data I'm going to be using over the next few months to help me take profits. What's the data that you're using? Let me know in the comments, and then we can compare notes. We can help each other. Let's get a conversation started. So let's move on to the global M2 money supply. What is the M2 money supply? M2 represents the total supply of money in circulation, including cash, checking deposits, and easily convertible near money, like savings accounts. Global M2 combines the money supply from the world's major economies, giving a high-level view of how much liquidity is available globally. More M2 equals more liquidity equals more risk appetite for things like Bitcoin and crypto. Less M2 equals tight liquidity equals risk off behavior. Crypto is increasingly correlated with the broader macro environment. When central banks like the Fed, ECB, or PBOC expand the balance sheets or lower rates, M2 often increases, meaning there's more capital looking for returns. That's when crypto pumps, and global M2 has been pumping hard over the last 10-11 weeks. How to use the global M2 to take profits in crypto. When global M2 is rising rapidly, this usually happens after crisis, when central banks inject liquidity to support the economy. It creates a risk-on environment and crypto booms. Great time to accumulate crypto, especially in the early stages. Let's look at a little example. March 2020 to mid-2021, M2 surged globally. Bitcoin went from $5,000 to $65,000. Now, I'm tracking the global M2 on TradingView. All I've done is type in M2 money supply and made sure it has a 70-day offset, meaning global M2 money supply leads the price of Bitcoin by 70 days. Now, some crypto commentators like Raoul Pal are saying it's more like 12 weeks, so that's 84 days. If this plays out as it has historically, and that's an 84% correlation, or thereabout, Bitcoin could potentially be going up as it stands until the end of June. So this is good news for us crypto investors. When M2 growth slows or peaks, this suggests central banks are pulling back or liquidity is tightening. Crypto may keep rising for a while, but you're entering the euphoria stage. Ideal time to scale out and take profits. Look for flatlining or peaking M2 charts. Talk of interest rate hikes or balance sheet reductions. Then when M2 contracts, this is the danger zone. Liquidity is being pulled from the system. Risk assets start falling. Crypto often drops hard. Avoid new entries and focus on protecting your capital. Example, in 2022, central banks began tightening rapidly. M2 growth slowed. Crypto fell 70 to 90%. This is hard to take, trust me. So in practice, accumulate during M2 expansion, especially early. Take profits as M2 growth peaks or flattens, and fully exit when M2 contracts. Now, as you've probably guessed, I'm no expert on global M2. I understand it because it's all I'm hearing on X and YouTube, and I've been reading up on it for the last few months to help me get ready for my all-important exit strategy. But I can't sit here and tell you all about global M2 off the cuff. So what you've just heard is me getting help from ChatGPT. So you can fully understand global M2 money supply and you can use it to help you to take profits. Right, moving on to my exit strategy. So this is my exit strategy. Exit strategy 2025 is aligned with my risk tolerance and goals, which should be the case for every investor, every crypto investor. I'm going to take up to 50% out in Q2. I'll take 30% out in Q4, and I'm going to leave 20% long term. So that's my strategy for some of my main positions like Solana, Sui, HBAR, XRP, and Casper. For Tau, this is my AI play, the AI that I believe in. Tau Potenza, I'm going to wait until Q4. I'm going to take 80% out, and 20% is going to be left long term. All my other coins, my other shit left over from the last bull market, I'm going to try and take out in Q4 2025. Price targets. Solana, $750. Sui, $15. HBAR, $1. XRP, $10. Tau, $9,000. This is probably what I'm the most bullish on in 2025. Tau Potenza. I think AI is really going to pick up over the next few months. So that's my exit strategy for what it's worth. Let me know your exit strategy or some of the cryptos that are your biggest positions down below in the comments. So, how can I use my 8 years of crypto experience to help you win in crypto? Well, you can watch all the videos on this YouTube channel. I do 2 to 3 a week currently, and I'm going live 3 times a week to help you with my experience. And to take that relationship one step further, you can join my school community, my crypto community. The link can be found in the description in my main page. In that school community, you get 4 crypto courses to get you where you need to be, and a newsletter, a weekly newsletter that keeps you updated and helps you to take profit. Because as I've said, it's all about taking profits in 2025. Now, looking at the course material, Crypto Investing Made Simple is my main course. Now, that's got all of my 8 years experience in just 3 hours, saving you shitloads of time. So get in the course, get in the community, should I say, complete the course material, then you can ask me any questions in the community. And another bonus, you're getting around other crypto investors. I believe with anything, we all need a bit of help and support. So if you need help and support, join the community. And it's risk-free because you get a 7-day free trial. So basically, that's how I can help you with my 8 years experience to win in crypto. With this YouTube channel, with all the videos that I've done loads of videos, especially over the last few months, and my school community. Good luck in 2025 with your crypto. Let's have a little look at the comments before I stop streaming. Can I have a tenner, fella? If I had it, spare me, I'd give you it. Emma Kern said hi. Hi, Emma. Rocky, are you AI? Come on, mate. I'm not AI. Surely I'd make a better job of it if I was. Are you an egg? Nice. Nothing about crypto. Can you please talk about DiddyPie? No. Is this a trading platform? No, it's not a trading platform. I'm not a trader. I'm a long-term investor with property, index investing, individual stocks, and crypto. Anyway, if you're watching this and it's not streaming, you're just watching it in a few hours, a few days maybe, let me know what your strategy is, your exit strategy for 2025. As I said, let's get a conversation started. Hopefully you've enjoyed the content. As always, this isn't financial advice. I'm literally just trying to help you with my experience. Anyway, have a good day and good luck with your crypto investing.